it's time for an update. But before we get to that, how about a little Kenny Rogers? Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. What condition my condition was in. I woke up this morning with the sun down, shining in. Found my mind in a brown paper bag, but then I tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I told my mind on a jagged sky. Yeah, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I pushed my soul in a deep dark hole and then I followed it in. I watched myself crawling out as I was crawling in. I got so uptight I couldn't unwind. I saw so much that I broke my mind. Yeah, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Someone painted April Fools in big black letters on a dead-end sign. I had my foot on the gas when I let the road broke my mind. 8 miles out of Memphis and I've got no spare. 8 miles straight up downtown somewhere. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, what condition is my condition in? Well, let me tell you, it ain't in good condition. Got off the phone with my lawyer's office yesterday. I'm not very happy. I've got some issues. A little prepared statement. From the beginning, this has been about civil rights violations, not about money. All right? Let's get that out of the way right now. A lot of people have been saying, Jim, you're a millionaire. You got it made. This is not about the money. Money's a good part of it, but justice, civil rights, and the proper way that you respect people's civil rights is what is at stake here. This case has been about qualified immunity and numerous felony crimes committed against an innocent individual. This time, it's not my fault. Including assault, robbery, false imprisonment, slander. And to further solidify the criminality of these actions, false reports and statements were submitted by people who have been sworn to uphold the truth. The truth. And we all saw the truth on that video. To further complicate the matter, lawyers in the courts can only seem to function when the wheels of justice are greased liberally with, you guessed it, money. Everybody's got money in their head, not the law. What What's up with that? And all this creates a condition where justice is denied. Uh, but the leeches, they get their payday. They get to say that they've done what they can to better society, to better their pockets is what more like it. I'm not going off script. That's the end of the script. I can't talk about names just yet because it's my personal integrity involved. I got to give the man a chance to explain himself to me, either face to face or over the phone. But so I'm not going to give my lawyer's name out in this little clip here. But during the conversation yesterday on my lawyer's staff, they keep asking me to make some kind of demand from the state. Now, if you paid attention during the press conference that my lawyer had, we were talking about this is a federal case, and we're going to ask the DOJ to come down, and we're going to pursue this in the federal courts. And my lawyer even advised me not to worry about going towards after them in the state because they're too corrupt from the top on down to the bottom, all the way down to these idiots that decided that my walking cane was a firearm, and after they were proved that it wasn't, that my rights still did not matter. It was more about their egos. So anyway, they keep wanting me to send a demand to the courts, which they say will automatically be declined if they even bother to mention anything at all. And they have some other reasons that they said that they wanted to send this demand, which I'm going to keep close to my chest right now. And I told them, I said, look, why give them a demand that they can accept, no matter what you say about they're going to deny it. They can accept it to get away from the further damage that's going to incur when this goes into the federal courts. Now, most of the time, the respondent would rather have it in federal court, and the plaintiff would rather have it in state court. But this is a unique situation because it's federal civil rights that have been violated. And like my attorney says, the problem is not just these two deputies. It goes towards their training. It goes towards the general atmosphere of the way we do governance and criminal justice in the state of Florida. Apparently, that's the impression I'm getting. But anyway, if I don't agree to some demands from my lawyer, all of a sudden they're asking for, they want a $50,000 retainer to take it to federal court, to just skip the state stuff and go straight to federal court. I thought that's what we were going to do. That's what I got from the press conference. We're asking the DOJ to come down here and investigate. We're taking these 1983 violations to federal court because that's what it is. And granted, you can have a 1983 state court violation, but they've already ruled out that they're not going to go that route. So why are they asking me now to provide with them a retainer instead of continuing with what they said they were going to do? I don't know. I'm a little confused. That's the update on my situation. The civil rights attorney, if you see this, I've been advised to get in touch with you. You're a Florida boy, and you've bit these people before. You know how to do it. I don't have a high school education. I don't have the best attitude, and I don't speak very well. And I've got other issues. I've got brain damage from a head injury, a traumatic brain injury that I had from a subdural hematoma back in 1995. And as far as the money goes, I want you all to know, since 1995, when I had to leave the work environment, I've lived below the poverty level. So, you know, yeah, the money, that's awful attractive and it looks really good. But it's the principle thing. I'm used to living poor. These filing fees and all of that, there's situations where I can file court papers on my own. I've done it before, and not have to pay out of pocket for huge filing fees and all this other funding stuff that goes involved in it. There's allowances made within the court system for that. But I'm used to living off of next to nothing, and I'm used to barely getting by. And at the end of the month, things get a little rough. But that's life in America nowadays, right? Anyway, what I'm more interested in is sticking by my principles and living by the rules that they tell me I have to live by. But apparently, the rules are different when they're turned the other way around. Morgan & Morgan says, if I don't win, you don't pay, or no fee until I win. Morgan & Morgan, if you want to get in touch with me, I might be looking for an attorney soon. They say that finding an attorney with these civil rights violations is the hardest part. I thought I got lucky and found one who was actually involved in civil rights litigation. It turns out that they're more involved in collecting that out of court settlement, at least from my impressions. Anyway, that's it. Jim Hodges, the blind guy who went to court to do his jury duty, and it got turned around. They didn't have jury duty that day. Decided to go home and get that first cup of coffee, and got stopped by a deputy, sheriff's deputy, who come whipping into the driveway like she was going to catch the bad guy. And there I was, left to figure out why I was the bad guy, because I was walking home from jury duty. Anyway, your help has been greatly appreciated. God bless each and every one of you folks. And if you don't believe in God, whatever your higher power is, I hope they shine comfort and balance upon you. I'm utterly gobsmacked by how much support I've gotten from you people. Everybody, all over the world, picked this up and has communicated to me, and through YouTube and through other avenues. Jim, don't settle out of court. Don't let this go. Make these people accountable for their actions. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But it looks like the road ahead is even tougher, and I need even more help than at first I thought I already had. Thanks a lot for listening to me. Thanks for the interest in the updates, and I'll be talking to you next time, and hopefully I'll have some people here that can talk a little bit better and more succinctly. Have a great day. Be well, and love your family.